Hey guys, this is Anastasia Autumnfire, and this video is for week 34 of the YTpaganchallenge Challenge. Still playing catch up. I'm so behind. The subject for this is, what is your favorite place to visit, or where is your favorite place to visit? For me, it is really anywhere in nature, the woods especially. I love the woods. I would say right now I'm really on a Minnehaha Falls kick. If you are in the Twin Cities area, it is in Minneapolis off of Hiawatha. It's extremely spiritual. The energies there are just insanely cool and calming and meditative, and anyone that knows me and meditative do not go hand in hand whatsoever, but in this place it completely connects me. You have all elements there. I mean, you have the sun, you have the waterfalls, which are just beautiful. You have these amazing oak trees all over the place. And of course the wind, and it's just everything you could want out of a location, you truly have here. I love it. I don't know the history of it as well as I should. I know I know that there are very sacred lands that the natives had there, and I believe this was one of those lands. One of those areas. I know along the Mississippi, they're all over the place. Fort Snelling in Minneapolis, or St. Paul. I can't remember. I think it's St. Paul is technically what it qualifies as. Is supposed to be one of the most sacred spots for natives in our area, and of course they built a fort over it, so not necessarily sure how that works, but I know Minnehaha isn't terribly far away from there, so it all is interconnected. Minnehaha is also where our pagan pride is for the Twin Cities, so it's an area that is visited all over. So that right now is kind of my favorite place, but really anywhere out in nature, any wooded area, forests, the woods, that's where I connect. That is what makes me feel at home. So yeah, I'm just gonna leave it there. I think, just a quick brief thought, I really think, and I think this is probably a duh kind of thing anyway, but I think that anytime we can get out in nature and kind of reconnect to our mother and reconnect to the elements and just the energies are so important in any, I mean, it's a nature-based spiritual path that we're on. So it would make sense that that's what we're going to connect with, and that's what's going to connect us. But when you really go out into nature, you can feel how we are all rooted together, how we are all connected together. As cliche, as cheesy as that would be, it's just there. And it isn't something you really have to search for. You just have to be open. I've been trying to get more and more out into nature, because that's something that I let fall to the back burner far too much. And that has kind of been a central thing for me lately, is just realizing how truly connected we all are to each other. Even in our darkest of times, we have our clan around us at all times, people that are alive, people that have passed on, our spiritual tribe, what have you. They are always with us, and they always have our back. And I think even when we're in our homes, you know, we can kind of get that feeling, we kind of have that connection, but I think once you're out in nature and you can just be, you don't need to put on certain music, you don't need to light certain candles, you don't have to kind of create this atmosphere. You just have to be a part of what Mother Earth has put out for you. And when you can do that, these connections are more and more apparent. These lessons kind of hit you over the head. And I think that comes from being connected and reconnecting to the earth, to each other. Because when all is said and done, we're under the same sky. We're on the same planet. We're all here. And if we're in our apartments or in our homes, we kind of get that disconnect. But when you're out in nature, you can't help but feel that grounding and feel that rooting and therefore that connection. I don't know. I hope that made sense to someone other than me. But yeah, just kind of a yammer. Favorite place, out in the woods. With that, I'm gonna close this bad boy. Blessed be.